might want to, that might be interested, and we will go live and try to answer some questions and give you tips and ideas on how to start using your oils. So today's topic is all about head and neck tension. If you are live, if you are watching me, just say hello. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. I would be more than happy to answer them. And again, today we're focusing on head and neck tension. So good morning to everyone. Come on with your coffee, with your pajamas. I already had a very full morning today. I had a Zoom this morning all about mindful living. I'm part of a special group. And then I went to the dentist and now I am here. So just love the energy. So we're going to get started. All right. So good morning. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Danielle. Good morning, my ladies. Okay. So I did write some notes because I didn't want to forget about what I wanted to say. And so all about head and neck tension. That is something that many of us deal with on a consistent basis every day, from something uncomfortable to something unbearable. And it can go from a very light tension in the head and neck to the point where it debilitates you and you end up having to take a nap or go to sleep or sit in a dark place. And so I'm hoping that the tips that I give you today and the oil hacks will help you to alleviate some of those symptoms. Okay. So there are many over-the-counter medications to treat head and neck tension. But here in our oil world, right, we have a lot of healthy and natural options for ourselves. And so we use a number of holistic remedies to support all our bodies. And so what can be causing head and neck tension? So some of the causes are lack of sleep, dehydration, nutrient deficiency, we're overworked, we have too much screen time, which I know I'm definitely guilty of. Another thing could be lack of movement. We don't get enough blood flow moving into our body. And so all that can definitely cause head and neck tension. So these are just a few of the most common ones that I've heard people talk about over the last several years that I've been in the health and wellness space. So today I want to share my top essential oils and how to use them. And so, as well as some other natural remedies. Sorry, I'm not really good at reading my notes, but I needed to get it all into my head. So the number one oil that you can start using is peppermint. Peppermint is great because you can use it aromatically. So we're going to talk about how to use some oils aromatically. So peppermint, you actually breathe it from the bottle. You can just open up the bottle, smell it, feel really good about it. You can also put a drop of it in the palm of your hands. You can rub it on your temples. You can also put it on your neck and shoulders. Okay. And also in the back of your head and neck, there's an area right here called the occiput. And that's where the head and the neck and all the muscles and the nerves they converge there and before they go out into the body. So that's a really good place to apply any of the oils that we're going to be talking about here today. So peppermint is the number one oil. And I'm pretty sure most of us here in Oil Squad do have peppermint. The second one that we love to use is frankincense. And frankincense, I love to use it right at the beginning or the onset of head or neck tension. And you have to do it quickly, because if the time passes and it becomes more prevalent or more severe, then this trick or hack will not help you. So what I typically do is I'll take the peppermint, I'll put it on my finger, and then I'll press it to the roof of my mouth, just like this, and you have to catch it fast. And I usually do this I hold it for 15 seconds every 10 minutes or so until the symptoms have subsided. So if you're someone who's like, no, I'm going to wait, I'm going to do my dinner first, or I'm going to get coffee going and then I'll take care of it. No, it's already going to be too late for yourself. So I wouldn't do that. I would just try to get it done as quickly as possible. The next, excuse me, the next oil that I wanted to talk about was Deep Blue, right? And we all have Deep Blue at home. Deep Blue Rub is an amazing product. I don't know how anyone can live without it. And so with the Deep Blue Rub, what I love to do is just literally a pea size. You get a pea size, you put it on you rub it on your shoulders and just really get in there. And just really spend, close your eyes, spend a couple of minutes just really rubbing it in and taking a breath and really feeling good about it, okay? And we also want to, again, rub it down, up and down our spine back here, okay, as well as also rubbing a little bit on your temples. But make sure you're careful with the deep blue rub, because if you get it in your eyes, you'll have to flush it out either with some coconut oil or some milk or something like that. So never try to always wash your hands very thoroughly before touching your eyes after using essential oils. Very important to be able to do that. Okay. The next oil, which is actually another great one, is copaiba. Copaiba actually I love for a lot of reasons. And so copaiba is an oil that really addresses all the body systems. It helps your cardiovascular, your immune, your nervous system, your digestive system. And what it does, it has the power to bring your body back to rest and digest. It really calms the entire nervous system. And most of our head and neck tension, attacks the nervous system. And so by using the copaiba, you're able to help your body get to that rest and digest mode. And so what I love about copaiba, it actually comes in several different forms to really help the person in need. So one way that it comes in is the oil. And so how I typically use it, I usually put like 1 or 2 drops literally right under my tongue, because copaiba is an oil that you can take internally. The other way that I love to use it is I love to also take it in a soft gel. So when my girls come home from school, if they're saying, oh my God, mommy, my head hurts, we don't use Tylenol or any of that stuff anymore. We actually just go right into the soft gel. So they'll take 1 soft gel and it literally just calms the whole nervous system. The other way to use it is to put it in a roller. So copaiba also comes as a roller. And again, rubbing, putting it up and down right here, back again behind the neck, on the temples, up and down the spine, and especially right here behind the ear where the vagus nerve is, because the vagus nerve is actually one of the longest running nerves. It starts from your head and it goes through all your organs all the way down to your gut. And so when we activate the vagus nerve, again, we're bringing the body back from fight or flight and bringing it back to rest and digest mode, which is also, again, what happens when we have head and neck tension. Our body is usually in a flight or fight mode. The next oil that I'm loving is Past Tense. And Past Tense is a blend of oils. It has peppermint, wintergreen, lavender, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram, Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. If you were to buy all of these oils, you're going to spend over $200 purchasing all these oils to make the oil blend. But the great thing is Past Tense already comes in a roller. The only thing, yes, Danielle, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go through the questions and I'll tell you about the vagus nerve. Absolutely. The vagus nerve is something that I'm completely obsessed with. And so we definitely want to put it on our pulse points, the Past Tense oil. So the thing with the Past Tense oil, it comes in a roller similar to this, but it's not diluted. So if you have any skin sensitivity, or actually, no, it doesn't come in a roller. Oh my gosh, they changed it. Now it comes in a regular oil bottle, which I love because I can put in a roller and then dilute it with some coconut oil, because the bottle is 100% pure oil. And if you have a skin sensitivity, or if you're someone who doesn't really use oils a lot, I would definitely put it in a roller bottle and then add some coconut oil as well. So you could take the 15 ml and break it up into 2 10 ml rollers, or even 3 10 ml rollers. Okay. And so where can you apply the Past Tense? So the Past Tense, I put on my pressure points along my temples, across even my forehead. I like to put it again behind the ears. Okay. So there's a long muscle called the SCM, which runs from the head down to your neck towards your clavicle. Okay. And when you put it right over here, that's where that SCM nerve is. And so that is another great place to put it. And it also bypasses and it interacts with the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve, like I said, starts in the head. And the only time it comes to the surface where we can actually activate it is right behind the ear. There's a bone. And then right behind that bone is your vagus nerve. And so a couple of ways that you can help with the Past Tense or with the other oils is when you put it here is to do like a vibrating sound. So you can put your fingers behind your ears and then kind of do like an om, like om. And that vibration helps to activate your vagus nerve. And so it's really great. And that's why during meditations, a lot of people say a mantra, or they have some kind of a sound that they're making to be able to activate the vagus nerve. But if this is something you ladies want to learn more about, I would love to do another session on the vagus nerve and how to activate it to bring our body out of fight or flight mode. Okay. A couple of other things that we can use. Another great roller that you can make is using frankincense, copaiba, rosemary, and marjoram. Now, I don't know if you know this about marjoram, but marjoram is nature's Tylenol. And so, again, you can also put marjoram in a veggie cap and take it internally. But again, if you want to have something with you, or if you're someone who suffers from a lot of head and neck tension, I would just put it in a roller. I would do equal amounts. And then I would also add maybe even some deep blue oil to that roller. So again, that's frankincense, copaiba, rosemary, marjoram, and deep blue. And I would add about 10 drops of each into a 10 ml roller, put some fractionated coconut oil in there, and just carry it with you. Again, we want to be able to make it easy for ourselves to access these oils. So if it means putting it in a roller, put it in a roller and carry it with you, or keep it at work, keep it in your purse, keep it in your car. Wherever you are. If you're someone who likes to take a soft gel, the copaiba soft gels are a great way to just use it in the moment to be able to start helping the head and neck tension to go away. Another way to use the oils, you can definitely diffuse them. And so diffusing, there are some oils that I love to diffuse. One of them is rosemary. And if you didn't know, rosemary, besides helping you with focus, actually helps to reduce the tension in the body. It's taking the stress down and the stress level down a notch. So I love to diffuse rosemary. Two other oils that you can diffuse that I love to diffuse together, or you can do it alone, is lavender and wild orange. And so they're both known for reducing feelings of stress and uplifting the mood. Wild orange, if you've been to any of our 101 classes, is about standing in the sun. It's about sunshine and happiness. And so when you're diffusing it, you're actually helping everyone in your area to feel better. So I know I have my diffuser constantly going at work because everyone's always coming in, oh my God, I don't feel good. Oh my God, my head hurts. And so just a couple of whiffs of the peppermint or the frankincense, the lavender, the wild orange definitely helps to start diffusing literally diffusing, like literally and figuratively, the mood in the house and in the office. And then let's not forget internally. And so, yes, I love to take oils internally. Okay, topically is great, especially if it's localized, but sometimes it's not enough. And so we need to move over to taking it internally because sometimes the stress is internal. And so we need internal relief as well as physical external relief. So a couple of oils that you can take internally. One of them is lavender. And it's a wonderful oil for the body to relieve the stress and tension. It has wonderful chemical properties. I put it in a veggie cap of 1 to 2 drops, and it literally takes about 10 to 15 minutes for it to start working really well. You can also add lavender to black tea, and you end up having like Earl Grey tea or something like that, which is another great way to use it easily. Marjoram was another oil that I mentioned earlier. We see it in past tense. It has positive effects on the nervous system. Again, adding 1 to 2 drops to a veggie cap. Again, all these oils, we think that that they're expensive, but they're not, because if you really think about the value, if you're only putting 1 to 2 drops and taking it internally, it really lasts a very long time. And then again, lastly, the copaiba soft gels, I mentioned it earlier, is great for calming all the systems of the body. So in addition to the oils, you can also enhance or speed up the benefits by sitting quietly after applying the oils, closing your eyes, doing some deep breaths, sitting in the space, taking deep diaphragmatic breaths. And what that is breathing in and then just really releasing it. And if you do that for a couple of minutes, you'll start to notice that your body starts to feel better. The tension in your head might go away. Sometimes the tension is behind our eyes. So by closing our eyes and taking those deep breaths, it really helps to bring your body, again, help to start relieving the head and neck tension. I also like to add in a form of meditation or breath work. All right. And those are both excellent ways to help to relieve some of the head and neck tension. And with the meditation, is as simple as just sitting quietly, your eyes closed, and just breathing in. One breath work that I love to do while meditating, it's called the 2X breath. So if I inhale for 2, I exhale for 4. Inhale for 3, exhale for 6. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. So if you're willing and ready to listen to that, we can do a practice 2X breath right now. Okay, so just sit back, get comfortable, close your eyes. We're going to inhale for 2, exhale for 4. Now I'm going to inhale for 3, exhale for 6. Now we're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. And if you do that a couple of times a day, even if it's 2 and 4, and you just close your eyes or even put your hand over your heart to really feel your heartbeat, to really bring, again, your body and that head and neck tension, you'll start feeling better within minutes. So I'm